this is how to cast off purl-wise. This is my little swatch that I have right here so far. Okay, so this is my little swatch. It's entirely purled, so there are absolutely no knit stitches, okay? These are all purled stitches. So when you do an all purl, this is what it would look like. So just imagine this a little bit wider as a scarf, or even if you had like circular knitting needles and did it as a blanket or a shawl or a cowl or whatever you wanted to make it as. This is really cute because you have the effect of a knit right here. You see that? But then you have the really cool interlocking loops as the purl effect. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to cast off purl-wise. So you're going to start by, this is the yarn attached to your ball right here, and these are your stitches. I have 8 stitches just for the purpose of this video. So you're going to start by knitting the first, I'm sorry, not knitting, I keep saying knitting, but we're talking about purling. So you're going to start by purling the first 2 stitches. So purl 1 and purl the second stitch. Okay, after you purl these 2 stitches, just hold your working yarn or the yarn attached to your ball, just hold it down in front of you, and you're going to take the stitch in the back or the first stitch, bring it over the one in the front and off. Okay, so now you have 1 stitch. You're going to purl the next stitch, then you're going to take those stitch. I did this really loose, so it's kind of sliding everywhere. Sorry about that. Okay, bring it up and off. So you have casted off 2 stitches purl-wise, and now you have your 1 stitch. It's very similar to casting off knit-wise. The only difference is that you're just purling your cast off stitches instead of knitting them. Okay, so why are we doing a purl cast off? That's because we did an all purl stitch pattern. Okay, if most of your pattern has purl stitches, or if you're ending like on a pattern, like if you're doing something that requires a particular pattern and you end with a row that just had purl stitches, I would suggest to do a purl cast off, or whatever cast off is going to look very similar to your cast on. Oop, okay, wait. Like I said, I did this loose, so my stitches are flip-flopping everywhere. So, okay, bring that up, over, and off. I'm going to try to hold this in a different angle, just so you can see. Okay, so you're going to purl that stitch. Okay, slide it off. Put it in right there. Bring it up, over, and off. Well, don't let it slide off your needle, though. Okay, like that. Mine just slid off. Alright, I'm just going to keep going to the end since we only have like almost practically 1 more stitch to go. Okay, you have your 2 stitches. Okay, slide this up and over the stitch in front like that. And now you're down to your last stitch. There's 1 on your right hand needle, 1 on your left. So you're going to just purl that last stitch off your left hand needle like so. Okay, make sure you pull your working yarn or the yarn attached to the ball very, not very tight, but tight enough so that it's not sliding off your needle. Take your left hand needle and do that last stitch, last cast off like so. So now you have 1 stitch on your right hand needle and you have the yarn attached to your yarn ball. So you're going to grab your scissors. You're going to leave a little space. I have to hold it down to do this. You're going to just cut that yarn. Okay. After you cut the yarn, okay, so this is what I have cut. After you cut it, you're just going to pull on the needle, pull it up so that that yarn comes through. And I like to tie a knot at the end just to make sure it stays very secure. Okay, and just hold it right at the end so that the knot is right at the end of your cast off. Okay, so see, it looks very similar to your cast on method. And then you have this awesome pattern going on just like this. So, I mean, if this was longer, it would look different, of course. You know, so regardless of the shape or the size, this is the way to cast off purl-wise on a purl-like pattern. So thank you so much for watching this video. Once you get started on knitting, it's really hard to stop. You begin to enjoy it so much that you just want to keep going and going. So I hope that this video has helped you with casting off purl-wise. If you need to know how to cast off knit-wise, you can go and refer to my video, how to cast off knit-wise. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to joining you on the next video. Bye bye.